graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icon too, and that way you would know when we do go live. Yeah, we got Freddie Peralta pitching tonight and going up against Yoshinobu Yamamoto here in Game 2 of the National League Championship Series here in 2025 between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Last night was a wild game between the Dodgers and the Brewers. It really didn't start out that way. Blake Snell was absolutely on one last night. This guy went 8 innings. He didn't even allow a walk. He just gave up 1 hit, and he struck out 10 batters. And the guy that pitched for the Milwaukee Brewers, even though he didn't really start, it was Quinn Priester. He went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs. He also ended up walking 3 batters and striking out 1. This was really just one of those games where both pitching matchups or both pitchers were doing really well. Both teams had very good pitching yesterday. And the difference really of the ball game, I thought really was the Freddie Freeman home run. Once the Dodgers took the lead with that Freddie Freeman home run off of, I believe it was off of Patrick. Yes, it was. I thought that was really the difference of the game. Now, the Dodgers did get another run in that 9th inning, but the Brewers, they ended up making it a game in the bottom of the 9th, and that really got dicey at the very, very end. As they were down 2-0, they did end up getting a run, and that was off of a Jackson Chourio sac fly. But then with bases loaded and 2 outs, Bryce Terang ended up striking out against Blake Trinan. Roki Sasaki did pitch in that 9th inning, but it just got wild. We also had a very bizarre play. We had an 8-6-2-5 double play, which was really just one of the craziest plays. I think that's going to go down in MLB postseason history as one of the most bizarre plays of all time. When the Dodgers had the bases loaded in that 4th inning, and they just couldn't get a run there. So, yeah, I expect that the Brewers are going to bounce back tonight. I don't think it's going to be easy going up against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Just overall, this Dodgers starting pitching has really carried them during this playoff run. Their starting pitching has been absolutely phenomenal, and even when the bats just have not come to life, they just look very relentless out there. Now, the Brewers, they've done a lot this season, okay? They've hit a lot of adversity, and just when you think that they're out, even just like in that 9th inning, they show you that they're going to go down with a fight. So I expect that they even the series today, and my final score prediction is going to be 4-2, another low-scoring game. I'm going to go 4-2 Milwaukee today. That's my final score prediction. So, but yeah, let's get on into the starting lineups. Let's also say hi to everybody in the chat. I did not do that yet. Hello, everybody. What's up, Andrew? What's going on, Gary? What is up, chat? Mark is here. Steven's here. Don, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. PJ is here. Lomball's also here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody. All right, let's get on into the starting lineup for tonight's game. And again, comment your final score prediction. Also tell me who your MVP is for tonight. I'd like to hear that as well. Shohei Ohtani batting first for the LA Dodgers. Then you got Mookie Betts over at shortstop. He's batting second. Freddie Freeman's over at first base. He's batting third. And then Will Smith is catching for the Dodgers, and he will be batting in the cleanup spot. Max Muncy over at third base batting fifth. Teoscar Hernandez out in right field batting sixth. Tommy Edman, the second baseman, hitting seventh. The left fielder, Kike Hernandez, he'll be batting eighth. And last but certainly not least, Andy Pages, the center fielder. He will be batting in the ninth spot. He is the caboose. As far as the defense goes, William Contreras is catching for the Brewers. You got Andrew Vaughn over at first. You got Bryce Terang at second. Joey Ortiz over at short. And Caleb Durbin at third. Jake Bowers is out in left field tonight. Sal Frelick is in center. And Jackson Churio is out in right field. So that is your outfield for tonight. Again, just to recap the lineup, it's Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Smith, Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez, Edman, Kike Hernandez, and Andy Pages for the Dodgers. So that is their starting lineup for tonight's game. Ohtani, who was going to step on up to the plate, has just not been sharp in the playoffs. He ended up going 0 for 2 last night. He did get walked 3 times. 2 of them were intentional. But he has gone 4 for 29 in this postseason. And he did homer twice in the first game against the Cincinnati Reds. But he's gone very quiet ever since then. Freddie Peralta is going to take the hill against the Dodgers. And Peralta and the Brewers are in their cream tops, cream bottoms, with Brewers letters painted across the chest in black, outlined in yellow. First pitch as we start things off, and that's in there for a called strike. Right. The ball is 1 strike, and the 0-1 pitch. That is in there for strike 2. Again, guys, just wanted to let you all know, no spoilers in the chat. We know that sometimes the scoreboard can be a little bit ahead. There's nothing I can do about that, but still keep it clean in the chat. And, yeah, let's go. 0-2 pitch. That's outside for a ball. Ohtani in his career against Freddie Peralta is 3 for 9 with 2 long balls and 4 RBI as well. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's down and in for ball 2. The Dodgers are in their gray tops and their gray bottoms as well. Have the LA logo up on the top of the helmets, painted in white. Next pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. And Freddie Peralta starts things off with a strikeout to Shohei Ohtani. Ended up going with a curveball there. Really enjoyed what that sequence was. I mean, he goes curveball, 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 four-seamer, and slider. Didn't even throw the slider till the very end. Speaking of slider, well, he throws one to Mookie Betts, and that is down for ball 1. Betts hitting .333 during the postseason so far. Peralta kicks, deals. That's called a strike on the outside edge. That was a fastball that reached 95 miles per hour. Update on the missus. She's home. Let's go. Haley is here. What's up, Haley? How are you? PJ, what's going on, man? What's going on, guys? 2 balls, 1 strike. So the second pitch was a strike to Mookie Betts. The third pitch was a ball. Here comes pitch number 4. There's a swing and a miss on a curveball that went into the dirt. And Betts certainly got fooled and swung over top of it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Peralta does kick and deal again, and the pitch is inside for ball 3. Love you too, man. Who am I rooting for? I really could care less. If I'm being honest with you, I really want a good series. 3-2 pitch. That's down for ball 4. And Betts does get on with a 1-out walk. Good job by him. Betts has been very patient at the plate. That's the one thing you kind of just have to you have to tip your cap, because in clutch situations, this is a guy who really has not struck out a lot in these playoff games. I know that he's been struggling at the plate, but he's been more of a bat-to-ball type of a guy, and he does put up deep counts, which does matter. And in some ways, that's been the difference of games, including last night. Here comes Freddie Freeman. First pitch that he takes is a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Pitch number 2, that's outside and a little bit high for ball 1. Gabe Morales is the home plate umpire. Adam Beck's over at first. Vic Carapaza's at second. Chad Fairchild's at third. And Freeman, here comes the next pitch. That's swung on and missed. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Chad Fairchild's over at third. Mark Ripperger's out in left field. He's the left field umpire. And John Lipka is the right field ump. Brewers fans on their feet. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Churio's there. Doesn't hesitate, and they'll make the catch. Didn't even really have to move. It was a solid swing from Freddie, but he lines out to right. And up to bat now is Will Smith. So in case you're just tuning on in for the first time, Ohtani struck out, Betts walked, and Freddie Freeman just lined out to right. And up to bat now is Will Smith. We're in the top of the first. The Dodgers did finish out the season 93-69, which ended up winning them the NL West. Smith takes outside for a ball. They were 3 games above the San Diego Padres. Brewers, on the other hand, ended up winning the NL Central and had the best record in all of baseball. 1 ball, no strikes. The stretch and the pitch. That fastball is in there for strike 1. Betts does lead off over at first base. Got to watch him. He certainly still has wheels. Peralta with his 18th pitch of the inning. That ball is fouled away. Betts is 33 years old, from Nashville, Tennessee. One ball, 2 strikes. Peralta gets set at the belt again. Kicks, fires, swing and a miss. Hey, struck him out. The inning is over. Freddie Peralta with 2 punch-outs. We're going to go to the bottom of the first inning out of the American Family Field. That was a good inning by Freddie Peralta. And look, this guy is looking to bounce back from his very last outing. He really needs, if you're Milwaukee, that guy's your ace. That guy is your ace right now, and you need them to go deep and need them to go toe-to-toe with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He had a great year, 7th in all of baseball in ERA, 9th in all of baseball in strikeouts, and 4th in baseball in wins, of course, 17 wins and 6 losses. But not a good outing against the Chicago Cubs. 4 innings. He actually ended up going 9 2/3 of an inning in that series. Gave up 5 earned runs, 3 homers. That's really what ended up hurting him. But, yeah. Jackson Churio will lead things off for the Milwaukee Brewers, and we'll go through the rest of their lineup right now. It'll be Churio, Terang, Bryce Terang, that is, over at second base. William Contreras is catching. He's batting 3rd. Christian Yelich DHing. He's batting 4th. Andrew Vaughn over at first base. He's batting 5th. Sal Frelick, he's the center fielder, batting 6th. Caleb Durbin, he's playing over at third base and will be batting 7th. Jake Bauers out in left field. He'll be batting 8th. And Joey Ortiz is the caboose. He's batting in the 9 spot. He is the shortstop. So just to recap again, it's Chourio, Terang, Contreras, Yelich, Vaughn, Frelick, Durbin, Bowers, and Ortiz in the lineup tonight for the Milwaukee Brewers. On the other side of the hill will be Yoshinobu Yamamoto pitching for the Dodgers. Yamamoto, in his very last outing, which was against the Phillies, he did go 4 innings. He gave up 3 earned runs, including a home run to Kyle Schwarber, and also walked the batter. And that was the Dodgers' only loss in the postseason so far. So before that, though, he did very well against the Cincinnati Reds. Went 6 2/3 against them. Ended up giving up 2 runs. They were not earned. And he struck out 9 batters in that game. So if you're Yoshinobu Yamamoto today, all you got to do is just try to get ahead in counts and just try to really dominate in that strike zone. The one thing I thought that the Phillies actually did a good job with against Yamamoto the very last time that they played against him was they made him fall behind in counts. So it was really tough for them to do that against any other starting pitcher in the Dodgers rotation. But Yamamoto, you thought maybe he was going to settle in, but the Phillies really worked up that pitch count. Chourio's first pitch in the air, lifted out to right field. Goodbye, baseball. That's how you start off the bottom of the first on the first pitch. How do you do, Jackson Chourio? Oh, my goodness. Opposite field home run for Jackson. He got a fastball down the middle. He kept his head down and turned on that thing quickly, and it was out in a heartbeat. Here comes Bryce Terang to the plate, and the pitch, and that is taken down for ball 1. He looked at the curveball there. It's funny, he knew that he had a mistake, and he just lifted that thing into the seats. That was a beautiful swing by Jackson, too. Opposite way. He definitely has a lot of strength. I mean, there's no doubt about it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Terang, and the pitch, swing and a miss. It was on a fastball. Update on the misses, she's home. That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank goodness, man. Hardcore's here. What's up, Hardcore? What's up, Bilbo? 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball hit over towards the third baseman, Muncy. He picks it up, throws it on over to first base, and there's out number 1. The way that he had to field that, it was a little bit awkward. It took a bounce and actually ended up hitting his chest. The left side of the chest by the S on the Dodgers letters, but he still was able to get to it. Didn't have to turn the glove down. Now William Contreras comes on up to the plate. A yellow sleeve for him, swing and a miss on a splitter as well. That splitter was running inside. Contreras is hitting .261 in the postseason. He does have 2 homers and 3 RBI. The pitch, and he grounds one over towards the first baseman, Freeman. Freeman knocks it down, has to pick it up. Where's the ball? The throw over to first base just in time to get Contreras out. Yamamoto had to hustle on over to first base, and he ran as soon as he could. And good job by Freeman to just knock that thing down on the backhand and then just pick it up. It deflected off of his right ankle and sort of slowed up, and he's looking around like, where's the ball? And he barehanded it and threw a strike on over to first base. He has a great IQ. Here's Christian Yelich, and he takes a hack at the pitch, the first pitch that he sees, and is down in the count 0-1. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch, that's outside for a ball. Yelich is just 0 for 1 against Yamamoto in his career. Yamamoto with the leg kick and the pitch. And he doesn't get the call there by Morales. It was a little bit inside for ball 2. I want Milwaukee to win because I don't want the Dodgers to win another World Series as Mariana. 2-1 delivery. That's a foul ball. What's up, Mariana? What's up, Hardcore? What's up, Blue? What's up, Hoagie Boy? Michael's also here. What's up, Michael? How's everybody doing? Everybody gets a bell. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, bottom of the first. And the next pitch, there's a grounder hit over to the third baseman, Muncy. He actually had to cut off Mookie Betts. And he makes the throw on over to first base after fielding it on the ground, and it's in time for out number 3. So after a solo home run by Jackson Chourio to help the Brewers go up 1-0, Yoshinobu Yamamoto does settle in and gets the next 3 batters to ground out. And we're going to go to the second frame, 1-0 Brewers. We'll take a step off and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. Guys, we are 35 subscribers away from getting to the 8,100 marker. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up button or the subscribe button, they are both free. There's no cost, nothing like that. It just shows support to the channel, and it spreads the word, and gets more people on here, which is what we want. Rachel is here. Margie is also here. What's up, Margie? What's up, Mark? Great home run, JJ. He says, thanks, man. That was a good swing. It was a very good swing. I wish that the call was a little bit better, but it was a great swing, and it was a moment for Jackson, man. That's one of their guys. When you really think about Jackson Chourio and the postseason that he's had so far, he had a great series against the Cubs, and ended up doing well, but over his last 2 games before that, I mean, he was, 0 for 6. He was 1 for his last 10. And that's just like one of those moments where you need to get, if you take advantage of a pitch that's right down the middle, that swing can really help him go on a tear. So, big time moment for him, and for him to be put into the leadoff spot to do that, that's one of the reasons why he's a great hitter. Here comes Max Muncy to the plate. Muncy playing over at third base takes a fastball that's up high for ball 1. And so the count is 1-0. Chourio lifetime, by the way, against the Dodgers, against all these pitchers combined, 6 for 35. That was his first home run that he's hit against any of these Dodgers pitchers. 1 ball, 1 strike to Max Muncy. Peralta back out there on the hill. He kicks, he fires. And that pitch is swung on and missed. Freddie did have a total of 19 pitches in that first inning. The windup and the pitch. That curveball misses wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Peralta gets set again. This time it's at the belt. Kicks and deals again. That fastball is popped up over towards the third base side in foul territory. The catch will be made as Durbin had plenty of room, and Muncy fouls out to begin the second inning. So, final score predictions? Love to hear that down below. Lydia's also here. What's up, Lydia? Hope that you're doing well. 1 out, and the pitch to Teoscar Hernandez is low for ball 1. The Dodgers have won 11 of their last 12 games. That dates back to the regular season, of course. Next pitch, and now it's 2 balls, no strikes to Teoscar. The 2-0 pitch. That's low for ball 3, so Peralta falling behind in the count here. Three balls, no strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 3-0 is in there for strike 1. That was a four-seamer that catches the inside corner. Three-one pitch, and that is popped up over towards the first base side, and that's going to go on out of play. It's a foul ball. Now, Dave Roberts did say that Ohtani and Glasnow will pitch in the series, but declined to answer. That was yesterday when the both of them would pitch. 3-2 on the way. There's a high fly ball hit out to deep left field. Into the second deck it goes. And the Dodgers provide a counterpunch as Teoscar Hernandez goes yard for the 4th time in the postseason and ties it up 1-1. That was quite a swing by Teoscar. He actually got underneath that pitch. It was down the middle. We saw Freeman get underneath the pitch that he sent out of the yard last night, and that thing still was able to carry. Now Tommy Edman comes up, and he looks at strike 1 right down the hatch. Gosh, he sent that thing up in the air. It went up, up, and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tommy Edman. 1-1 pitch. That's a fastball down the middle. Edman batting on the left side. The switch hitter hitting .261 during the postseason so far. 2 bombs and 3 runs batted on in. One ball, 2 strikes. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next pitch, there's a fly ball hit out to right field, and that's going to be caught right on the track by Churio for the second out of the inning. Peralta has actually given up a home run in each of his last 6 starts. And during that time, it's not like he's just given up 1 homer in each game. He's given up a total of 8 homers. That's now 9 homers he's given up in his last 7 starts. There's a 4-seamer that looked like it was on the outside corner, but it's called a ball. That was to Kike Hernandez. Kike this time takes a changeup right down the middle for strike 1. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 offering. The changeup misses down for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Peralta comes set again and deals. And that pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 pitch to Kike. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And so Hernandez will get on with a 2-out single. Out over to center field. That's the second hit of the inning for the Dodgers. Both Hernandezes doing the damage. Tyrese Halliburton today was seen wearing a Cubs jersey and a Dodgers jersey to continue showing hate towards the Brewers. He grew up a Brewers fan in Wisconsin and was supposed to throw the first pitch at Miller Park in 2024, but they canceled after he eliminated the Bucks in the playoffs. And now, according to Hoops' Twitter page, he hates them and roots for them as rivals. roots for their rivals. The ball is 1 strike. Of course, Tyrese Halliburton, the point guard for the Indiana Pacers, got injured during the finals. That was definitely scary for sure. Andy Pajes comes up and he lines one out over to right field for a base hit. Kike Hernandez, he's going to round third. He's being waved home. The throw is absolutely not in time. It was cut off by the first baseman, Vaughn, and the Dodgers do take the lead on an RBI double by Andy Pajes. He scorched that thing down the line, kept it fair. Chourio had to chase it all the way towards that corner. There was no chance that Kike was going to get gunned out at home plate. So it's 2-1 Dodgers here in the top of the second inning with 2 outs. And Ohtani is going to come on up to the plate now. That's the third hit of the inning. 2 runs have been scored, one on a Teoscar Hernandez solo home run. The other one just came on an RBI double by Andy Pajes. Ohtani struck out swinging in his first at-bat, and he looks at the changeup. That's called a strike. That's a little bit outside, but regardless, it is 0-1. Hardcore says I'm going to go 7-6 Brewers. Mark says 5-4 Dodgers, or 5-4 Brewers, excuse me. Man, his swing is effortless. It is. It's just a pure swing. The ball is 2 strikes to Shohei Ohtani. Peralta has thrown a total of 44 pitches so far, 19 in the first, and 25 here in the second inning. 0-2 pitch. Line drive it out to right field, but that's going to be caught by Chourio for out number 3. That's the second line out to right that Chourio has had to deal with in this inning, and that's how the inning does end. But Teoscar hits a solo home run, and Andy Pajes delivers with an RBI double down the right field line. And we go to the bottom of the second, 2-1 LA. All right, chat. What's up, chat? JJ just stopped to hit the like button. Got my thank you letter today. Much love, brother. That's good. That's good. I'm happy that you got your thank you letter. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I want the Brewers to win, but I think it'll be 6-4 Dodgers. Hardcore, you laughing at the Tyrese Halliburton thing? I think that's so funny. I found that on Twitter. I had to share that. So again, in case you're just tuning on in for the first time, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. I don't have any sponsors on this channel currently, but the only thing I do is just promote my channel. That's it. I don't really do it too often, but I figured, some of the time it's good to do that. And we do like an old school radio play-by-play style of a call. We are a little bit different than other YouTube channels here. We like to give you guys a radio type of a play-by-play call, but we also do interact with chat. I think we have a really cool community on here that we've been able to build during these last 3 years. We're trying to get more baseball fans on here. Of course, we cover the Phillies, we cover the Sixers, and we cover the Eagles on this channel, but we've been doing a lot more baseball content as the season has gone on. We did a cool thing this year called MLB Diamond Zone, which is basically, if you know what NFL Red Zone is, we do that for baseball, except we do it as an old school radio play-by-play format rather than obviously showing the games. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty sick, and we've been covering the playoffs. We're covering every single championship game and, of course, the World Series as well. And, yeah, we go to the bottom of the second, and Andrew Vaughn is going to be coming on up to the plate. We are 35 subscribers away from 8,100, so just hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, share the word, be cool in the chat, don't spam, don't be a jerk, and have fun. Those are my simple rules that I have for this channel. All right. So we're in the bottom of the second. It's 2-1 Dodgers, and Andrew Vaughn, who's in the box, batting on the right side, takes ball one. It was a four-seamer, or a splitter that was inside, excuse me. Yamamoto decides to go with the four-seamer this time, and that misses inside for ball two. Vaughn is hitting .235 in the postseason with a .938 OPS. 2-0 pitch. That's a line drive played on the bounce, though, by Max Muncy. He knocks it down, throws it over to first base, and Vaughn beats it out anyways. It was hit pretty sharply. I don't know if they're going to rule that as an infield single or an error, but Muncy just not able to field it properly, or field it cleanly, I should say. And then he knocked it down, had to go chase after that baseball. The throw was a little bit high. And so, regardless, Vaughn does get on base. I'm starting to look at the replay to see if a good throw would have even gotten him. It would have been close. Frelick comes up, and the first pitch, that ball's grounded over to Freddie Freeman, and he takes it to the bag for one. The throw over to second, that's high. Could have gotten a double play there. That's going to go down as a ground out, but an error on Freddie Freeman. So mistakes from the Dodgers defense, and that's what causes... Oh, is that a foul ball? They called it a foul ball. Excuse me. It's no balls, one strike. Throw the second was high. I was curious why he did throw it over to second base if it was a foul ball. 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards the first baseman, Freeman, and the throw to second. There's one. The throw over to first. Yamamoto goes to cover. It's going to get by him, and that is going to hit the railing, and that will keep Frelick over at first. So an interesting, bizarre sequence of events. All right, Vaughn was safe on a fielding error by Max Muncy, and then Frelick just hit a foul ball that looked like it was almost fair. Freeman acted like it was a fair ball, and this time Frelick grounded one over to Freddie, and then Freddie made a throw over to second base, and then the throw back over to first that was thrown from Mookie Betts was down. They call it a fielder's choice, though. Here comes Caleb Durbin. He bounces one over towards the third base side. That's a foul ball. So with that, there's one out and a runner on over at first. Crazy. The ball is one strike to Caleb Durbin, who is in the box. 0-1 pitch, and he rips this one foul over towards the third base rail. And the count is 0-2. Sal leads off over at first. Yamamoto gets set at the letters, and the 0-2 pitch, strike 3 called at the knees. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Caleb Durbin. There's 2 gone. Yamamoto has retired 5 of the last 6 batters that he has faced. None of the balls have been flyouts. They've all been groundouts and fielder's choices. Here's the first pitch to Jake Bowers, swinging a miss on a curveball that was inside and low. For being a new subscriber, it's nice to see how much your channel has grown in the last few months, says Haley. Thank you. Thank you. I think that all the hard work that we've been putting in is really paying off. Some people would say, well, your numbers have been down in the postseason. To me, honestly, I think that we're doing a really good job, and I care about consistency, and I care about quality. And I do mean that. 0-1 pitch, ground ball hit over towards Mookie Betts. He plays it on a hop, throws it over to first. Sidearm throw is in time, and we go to the third inning. 2-1 Dodgers is the score. No runs, 1 man left. We go to the third. Okay. But no, thank you. Any of y'all have pets? What kind of pet do you have? What's the pet's name? Tell me more about your pets. JJ calls it a mean basketball game, too. Thanks, man. Yeah, we'll be doing some Sixers games during the season. That'll be cool. We'll try to do as many as we can. It's not going to be like baseball season where we're on like almost every day. But we still are going to be doing a lot for sure. But my main goal during this offseason, too, is to try to really take advantage of baseball next year. I will announce this, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to do it anyways. We are doing the World Baseball Classic next year. We are going to be calling that. And those might be at some very weird times, but we are doing that. That's going to be a very big priority for the channel, and I'm very, very excited about that. I think that would be so cool. And I'm really looking forward to it. So, MLB searching so hard for a Chiefs team. We might get lucky this year, says Hoagie. They're searching hard for a Chiefs team? Why? Because of the refs and all that sort of stuff? You're funny. Orange tabby cat named Scooby. Ooh, Scooby. That's cool. I love that. Mark says, All-Star game. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying to get in. We are. We are trying to do that. Awesome. I can't wait for the World Baseball Classic. Yeah, that's going to be really sick. I'm so excited about doing that. That would be really cool. That also made me realize, does anybody know, and I know I'm throwing a lot at you guys. I know I just asked you about pets, but do you guys know when the winter meetings are for baseball? Because I don't know. And I would actually like to know. Maybe one year we can go there, too, to just film some content. You got four girl cats. That's cool. Names. The pitch. Ground ball. Hit over towards Mookie Betts' counterpart. That's Joey Ortiz. He picks it up, throws it over to first, and there's out number 1 on the very first pitch. So Betts grounds out over to short, and Freeman is going to come on up. He takes a changeup. It's outside and low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. There's the 1-0 that misses outside for ball 2. It's weird. We're in hockey season now. It's just that time of the year. 2 balls, no strikes to Freddie. And Freddie did line out to right his first time up. 2-0 pitch, and that's in there at the knees for strike 1. The 2-1 pitch to Freeman. Swing and a miss. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Is Tom Grassi at the game? Oh, I saw him. Oh, there he is. There he is. I see him. I see him. He's right there. Oh, my gosh. I was not even kidding. That was not even scripted. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the shortstop Ortiz. The throw over to first. That's in time. There's out number 2. I kid you not, that was not scripted. He's in the very first row behind home plate. That's crazy. He's right there. Wow. Out number 2. Will Smith is up at the plate. Wait, is he in the picture now? Is he behind home plate? He was like towards the left side. The ball is 1 strike to Will Smith, and the next pitch is down for a ball. May sound silly to some, but I'm devastated tonight. The stray cat, my late son. The pitch. That ball's popped up. Hit over towards the infield grass. Ortiz is there, and he will catch it and squeeze it for out number 3. It's time to go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, 2-1 Dodgers. LP is here. What's up? What's up, LP? The stray cat, my late son. Brought it in, got out, she's gone. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that that's like what you meant. I didn't realize that she's gone. I'm so sorry. I hope she comes back. A week from now, the NBA starts. Don't remind me. That's crazy. Sorry to hear that, Steve. Yeah, it's on his YouTube page. Oh, I'm sorry, Lou. Man. That's crazy. For the Brewers, they will have Joey Ortiz come on up to the plate in the bottom of the 3rd against 2-1 Dodgers. We've been on for just a little bit over an hour. Crazy to think about that. But I don't really count it like when we start stream because of the 10 minutes in the trailer. So we've been on for like a little bit over 45 minutes, I'd say. 47 minutes or so. The winter meetings are on December 7th to the 10th. They're in Orlando, Florida this year. December 7th to the 10th. December 7th to the 10th. I think I have something going on at that time. Baseball winter meetings. December 7th to the 10th. Alerts. 1 week before. Interesting. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling me about that, Doug. You're the man. All right, so it will be Joey Ortiz leading things off for the Milwaukee Brewers. Then it'll be Jackson Chourio, Bryce Terang that are up as well. Bottom of the third, 2-1 Dodgers. The Dodgers were down 1-0 as Jackson Chourio hit a solo homer on the very first pitch during the bottom of the first off of Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Joey Ortiz will take the first pitch to start off the bottom of the third, outside and low for ball one. Then in the top of the second, Teoscar Hernandez hit a solo homer to give the Dodgers the tie there. And Andy Pages doubled down the right field line to give LA the lead. That's how we are where we are. The pitch. Ground ball hit back over towards the pitcher Yamamoto. Fields it on a bounce. Has plenty of time to throw it over to first. And there's the first out of the inning. Chourio will show bunt. He takes it back. That's a cutter that's in there for a strike. You know how old Jackson Chourio is, guys? He's 21. 0-1 pitch. That's a bouncing ball right behind home plate. That's called a foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third. 1 out. Yamamoto with 26 pitches. There's the 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Chourio is down on strikes. He got a fastball down the heart and soul of the plate. There's 2 away. It's a fast 3 outs. Anybody else, though, have any pets? We used to have a frog. Bryce Terang, the pitch was outside and taken for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a curveball that catches the outside corner for strike 1. One pitch. Line drive, base hit out to left field, and Bryce Terang breaks the ice here in the bottom of the third inning. It is an opposite field single that went over the head of Max Muncy. No way for him to catch that. And he is aboard. That's the second hit of the ball game. The first hit since Jackson's solo homer in the bottom of the first. 30 total pitches for Yamamoto. And now William Contreras comes on up to the plate. And the pitch. It's a check swing foul ball towards the right side. JS says, let's go Yamamoto, let's go Peralta. I need 5 strikeouts from each of you. Nothing in 1 is the count. Yamamoto gets set at the letters. Kick, steals, swing, and a miss. Got a splitter there. It was running inside. And now the count is 0-2. Oh, and 2 is the count, and the pitch. Line drive caught over at shortstop by Mookie Betts. we're going to go to the fourth inning. It's 2-1 Dodgers. Muncy will lead things off for LA once they come back from the break. Okay. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're going to the top of the fourth inning. It is 2-1 Dodgers. Freddie Peralta is going to pitch for the Brewers for the fourth frame. Again, 54 pitches for him. $46. First pitch to Muncy. It's in there for strike one. Peralta again gets set at the belt this time. Kicks, steals, and that's up high for ball one. It is 1 ball, 1 strike to Max Muncy. NLCS Game 2 out of Milwaukee. 1-1 pitch, and that misses outside and high for a ball. Chat. All right. Chat, do you guys go to, like, amusement parks? Like, are you guys roller coaster people? I feel like we have to have some people that are, like, really into, like, roller coasters and stuff. 2-1 pitch. Line drive, leaping catch by Andrew Vaughn for out number 1. And so there's 1 away in the top of the fourth. I feel like we have to have some, like, roller coaster people. I'm not a big fan of roller coasters. I'm not. I am afraid of heights. But yeah. 1 out, top of the fourth, and the pitch to Teoscar. That's in there for a strike. I do like the indoor roller coasters. Marty says I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Do you like any rides, or are you just not a fan of like roller coasters or amusement parks, period? 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 4th. And the pitch. That's a low for ball 2. It is 2 balls, 1 strike to Teoscar Hernandez, who did homer his last time up. I like the song Roller Coaster. Roller Coaster. Who sings it? 2-1 pitch. Foul ball. Teoscar will call for time and step out of the box really quickly. I love riding them, says Hardcore. I just am not to a lot of amusement parks. As of late. Got you. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch, and that's up high for ball 3. You have been to Six Flags, though, right? You've been to Great Adventure? Three balls, 2 strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the third baseman. Durbin, the throw over to first. Good stretch there by Vaughn. And there's out number 2. Cedar Point in Ohio is my favorite. Huh. That's cool. Lydia says, oh, here we go again. Tied game. Are we going to wait for the 13th inning to end up this game again? Oh, no. LA, it's out of control again. Losers. It's not tied. It's 2-1 Dodgers. There's still plenty of baseball to go. First pitch to Tommy, swing and a miss. He's batting on the left side. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep right field, and that's going to split the gap, bounce on over the wall as it hit the warning track first, and that is a ground rule double by Tommy Edman. Probably should have said that it hit the warning track first and then it bounced over the wall, but it is a ground rule double for Tommy Edman, and he delivered that thing and was able to put the ball in the good spots. So he's over at second. It's the first hit that the Dodgers have had since Andy Pajez's RBI double in the second. The pitch to Kike Hernandez, and he takes ball 1. Peralta has surrendered 4 hits on 2 runs so far. 1-0 pitch. That misses inside for ball 2. What's up, Kevin? I liked them when I was younger. Now that I am old, in my late teens and early 20s, they were fun. 2-0 pitch. That is a foul ball. Do you guys like the upside-down roller coasters? I'm not really a big fan. I wasn't a fan of those either. Cedar Point is the amusement park's name. Yeah, I figured that. 2-1. That's a foul ball. Haley says, I'm really happy to see Edmund on a good team and not rooting and not rotting in St. Louis. That's a good point. 70 pitches for Freddie Peralta in 3 2/3. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 LA. That's the score. Nice. So Kike strikes out. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Roller coaster by the Ohio Players. Was that song named after Cedar Point in Ohio? Coincidentally or no? Kevin says, I love roller coasters, but I fear long bridges. So you're not a fan of like the Chesapeake Bay River Bridge? Or like, I don't know, like what's like another long bridge? What's another long bridge? I love bridges. Long bridges in America. The 7 Mile Bridge. San Mateo Hayward Bridge. Where's that? That's in California. It crosses the San Francisco Bay. Huh. I'm always interested in learning about bridges. Named after an up and down relationship. Oh, got you. I got you. Okay, roller coaster. I get you now. 7 Mile Bridge in the Florida Keys. Yeah, that's a long one. That was the first time I drove over it, but now I don't like it. Got you. The Lake Pont. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Lake Pont Chart Rain Causeway. I hope I said that right. Hopefully I said that right. I said I wasn't going to try it, but I lied. Oh, man. There's one down here that's like 3 miles long. Oh, wow. We drove it. What? You drove Chesapeake Bay or you drove a 7 Mile Bridge in the Florida Keys? 7 Mile Bridge. I like bridges. I like tunnels. I like traveling. Christian Yelich is up at the plate, and he takes the first pitch for a called strike. That was a splitter on the outside corner at the knees. Yelich is 0 for 1. He did ground out. Yamamoto gets set at the letters and deals, and the pitch is down and in for a ball. One ball, one strike. Bottom of the fourth. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch to Yelich, swing and a miss. That pitch was in the dirt. And it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. All 4 pitches were splitters. Yamamoto was like, I'm going to dare you to chase after that splitter that you just previously chased after. I'm going to throw that to you again. And it worked. So Yelich is down on strikes. There's 1 gone in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch. And that's taken for a strike on the outside corner. Hargrove says, when we were kids, we had family down in the Keys. So on a family trip, after going to Disney, we went all the way to the southernmost point in the Keys. Oh, that's so cool. The pitch to Vaughn, and that ball is flied out over towards center field. And Pajes is there. He'll make the catch. There's out number 2. Anybody ever been to the Bahamas? I think I'm going there next year. So 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. The pitch. And that's a curveball that's in there for a strike. Seven pitches here in this bottom of the fourth inning for Yamamoto. He has a total of 40 pitches. There's the 0-1. That misses outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Dodgers, and 2 away, nobody on. There's the 1-1 pitch. There's a foul ball that will head on out of play. Took a cruise to the Bahamas. Let's go. Mike, you're funny. 1-2 pitch. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. But he crosses Chuck Norris. Oh, chat. The 2-2 pitch to Sal. He grounds this one past the third baseman Muncy out to left field for a base hit. And Sal does get on with a 2-out single. All right. So that'll put him over at first base. Looks like he actually did a good job at just hitting that thing the opposite way. And, well, Muncy was over at short. They played him the pole and just kept his head down and got it over past third base. Here's the first pitch to Caleb Durbin, and that's in there for strike one. Yamamoto has really been attacking that strike zone today. A total of 44 strikes on 71 pitches. 0-1 is the count, and the next pitch is fouled away towards the third base side. Haley's has never been, but I've heard Bimini Beach is beautiful. Yamamoto gets set at the letters, kicks, deals, swung on and missed, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 4 innings, 4 strikeouts, no walks, 1 earned run, and 3 hits on a total of 47 pitches. We will head to the 5th inning. 2-1 LA is your score. And I miss what Andrew Vaughn did. I didn't miss what he did. I just forget what he did. He flied out to center. Okay. On your honeymoon, JJ. Hey, JJ, Sixers are in a week. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. It's wild to think about that. I don't know how that's gonna work. I said this before. I'll say it again. I'm gonna plan on doing as many Sixers games as I can, but I really am gonna try to also utilize the off season. If I have to take a day off, I will obviously give you guys a heads up. But it's not gonna be as big of a grind as baseball is. I know that baseball obviously is every day, but even if there's a night where I want to try to get something done for next year, if I need to just relax, I am going to be a little bit I am going to be nice to myself. But I'm committed to doing as many games as I can. I wanted to put that out there. I'm committed to doing as many as I can. But I will be sure to let you guys know if there are games that I'm not going to be able to do, or games where I just want to rest up. That's really what it is. I would like to try to rest during the off season, but still obviously do some Sixers games. We're still going to be covering the Eagles too, by the way. But I really want to push for next year for baseball. I do. That's become, honestly, my first priority, because I think that we can go really, really far with baseball. And so, again, I said this before, we are going to be doing the World Baseball Classic. That's going to be sick. That's going to be so cool. But, yeah, I am excited. I'm excited for Sixers season. Some people will say, well, why are you excited? Aren't you annoyed? I'm the type of person where I know that the Sixers aren't going to be perfect, and I know that there's going to be flaws, and I'm being nice about it. But I still care. I still care, and I still support them. I still support the Phillies. I still support the Eagles. And I do still support the Flyers, even when they're not doing well. You know? So I'm looking forward to it. Here we go. First pitch to Andy Pages. That got him right on the hand. Ouch. He's getting checked out by the trainers. Says that he's okay. Dave Roberts did go out there. He ran just to go check up on him. So he gets hit by a pitch. And he is aboard over at first base. JJ, who are you rooting for on Sunday? Washington or Dallas? To be honest with you, I don't care. I just don't like the Cowboys. So even if the Commanders are tied with us or whatever happens during the week, beat those Cowboys. Just beat them. Can we just pray for a tie? How's that sound? The pitch. That's outside for a ball. Aaron Ashby is actually getting loosened up in the Brewers bullpen for Freddie Peralta. 1-0 is the count and the pitch to Ohtani. That fastball is in there for strike one. The beginning is always exciting. It's when problems arise. Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike to Shohei Ohtani. Peralta gets set at the belt. Gets the signs, kicks, deals. That pitch is fouled back towards the screen. One, two on the way. Swing and a miss. Shohei Ohtani goes down swinging for the second time today. And there's out number 1 in the 5th. And he's just not looked good at the plate at all. Betts comes up, and he takes a changeup that catches the inner third of the zone for the first strike of the at-bat. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. That is outside. And Contreras does look back over at first. He got into a standing position, but decided not to throw it. Surprised that they didn't call that a strike. 1-1 pitch, and that's down for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. The next pitch. That ball's popped up over towards the first base side and out of play it goes. Brewers manager Pat Murphy said yesterday when he was asked about Shohei Ohtani struggling offensively versus the Phillies in the NLDS, he said, I think most people struggle against Sanchez, Luzardo, and Suarez. Those guys are really, really good. Really good, so I don't consider Ohtani struggling. That's aged pretty well. Not to discredit what those guys did. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Peralta gets set at the belt, and the next pitch is down and in. And it also almost got away from Contreras. He had to go chase after that ball, but it was not too far away for the runner to advance. Feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to subscribe to the channel as well, folks. 3 balls, 2 strikes, top of the 5th. 1 away. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. 3-2 pitch. That's fouled off the foot of Betts. And he will stay alive. We got 65 people tuning on in. Thank you all so much. Try to get to 65 likes. 3-2 is the count. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. The stretch and the pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the third baseman. And the throw to second, there's one. The throw to first, there's two. And around the horn double play. And Peralta looks up to the gods, says thank you. And we are going to go to the bottom of the fifth inning. 2-1 Dodgers. All right, be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hi guys, what's going on? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hopefully you guys are doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. We are going to the bottom of the fifth inning. The Dodgers do have a 2-1 lead against the Brewers. Milwaukee did put up a run in the bottom of the first on a solo homer on the very first pitch. That was from Jackson Chourio. Made it 1-0 then, and then the Dodgers provided their counterpunch in the top of the second. Teoscar Hernandez did hit a home run out to left. It was a solo shot. And Andy Pages did have an RBI double to make it 2-1. Trey Bowers comes on up to the plate. The first pitch that he takes a look at is a strike. Yamamoto with 48 pitches. He kicks, he deals. Doesn't get the call there. That looked like it was in the zone. But it's called ball one. That's now, to my calling, that is now 5 missed calls by Gabe Morales. 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. And just to piggyback off of that, you know, we understand that being an umpire, it's not easy being an umpire. It's really not easy at all. But some of these calls are just so bad, and you just think about next year with the ABS system, how that is going to change things. Next pitch on the way, that's outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yamamoto kicks, fires. That pitch is fouled away. But yeah, it's definitely not easy being an umpire, but some of these calls are just so bad. Yamamoto kicks, delivers, and the curveball misses downstairs for ball 3. That makes the count full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Brewers fans on their feet waving the rally towels. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Yamamoto gets set and fires, and that pitch is swung on and lifted out to right field. It'll stay in the yard, though, as Hernandez is there on the track to make the catch. Everybody was rising up. Bowers just did not have the distance. And Teoscar was like, I got it, and he caught it with ease. Yamamoto just took a quick breath, too. He knew he got away with a mistake there. Joey Ortiz comes on up to the plate. And Yamamoto throws a splitter that's wide for ball 1. You know what I never knew? I just found this out right now. As the count is 1-0. And the next pitch is down for ball 2. So you hear about the NBA draft lottery. You hear about the NHL draft lottery. I actually never knew that the MLB had one too. And they do that during the winter meetings, which I guess makes sense to do it then. But, I didn't know that. I actually did not know that they had a draft lottery. Two balls, no strikes. Dave Roberts is having a conversation with the home plate umpire as Mark Pryor is going out there to talk things over with Yamamoto. Muncy and Smith did join in on the conversation as well. Again, it's 2-0 to Joey Ortiz. Yeah, I had no clue about that. Two balls, no strikes. Yamamoto gets set at the letters again. Starts his windup, kicks, deals, and the pitch is down for ball 3. They also have the MLB CMA trade show, which is a trade show hosted by the Major League Baseball Clubhouse Managers Association as well. 3-0 pitch, and that is taken for a strike. And, of course, the Sports Management Worldwide Baseball Career Conference, which is a career-focused event for those people that are looking to work in the business, which I think is really cool. For scouting, media, they have panels for analytics. I think it could be so cool to go to that. 3-1 pitch. That misses inside for ball 4. And there is a 1-out walk issued to Joey Ortiz. Now over at first. Rising Rhino is here. What's up, Rising Rhino? How are you, my friend? What is going on? Dodgers are going to lose. There, I posted the spoiler. Hardcore, I'm going to take away that wrench of yours, man. Can't do that. We're 2 hours behind, guys. Just wanted to let you know. I apologize. The pitch. That's outside for ball 1. All right, we're ready to get underway. Shohei Ohtani is coming on up to the plate. No, I'm kidding. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, there's a line drive hit out to left field. That'll be caught, though, by Kike, and retreating back to first base is Ortiz. 2 gone. Guys, go subscribe to Rising Rhino. He does all things football. He also does cover the Avalanche. But he's had an awesome NFL season so far, and you should definitely go check him out. He does college football as well. And, yeah, anything football related, that is Rising Rhino. That is my guy. He is awesome. Here's Bryce Terang, and he takes a hack of the splitter that is outside, and it's no balls, one strike. What's up, Scott? Scott, how you doing, my friend? Just the Watch says, let's go Dodgers. How are you, my friend? No balls, one strike. Here's the 0-1. That's down for a ball. There we go. Thanks so much for posting this link. Alex is also here. Shout out to everybody for coming on in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th, 2 away. The tying run's over at first. And the 1-1 pitch is a foul ball. Tell you, Bryce has been chasing after those high fastballs. What's up, my guy? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yamamoto gets set at the letters. Gets the signs and fires the pitch. That's in there for a called strike 3. The throw to second base, that was in time, but that does not matter. And so we're going to go to the top of the 6th inning. 2-1 Dodgers is still the score. And they'll be back. All right. That's too bad. That is too bad. Too bad, so sad. No, I'm kidding. I'm watching from Japan. Happy to see that Yamamoto's doing well in this game. Yeah, he's doing very well. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. And he's dominating that strike zone. That's been the one thing that I've tended to notice about Yamamoto in this game. And I said that when the Phillies got to him, he was falling behind a lot in counts. And he's not really doing that tonight. So he's dominating that strike zone. And he is really just pounding that zone. In case you are wondering, Vegas is obviously favoring the Dodgers. The money line is at -300. And the Brewers, their money line now is at +210. So Vegas is favoring, of course, the Dodgers, and the Brewers, of course, are the underdogs. But that is where they stand. All righty. Whew. For those of you who are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We've been doing MLB baseball playoffs, and we will be covering all the championship games as well as the World Series 2. So that is going to be sick. I'm excited about that. And yeah, I'm ready to go. Basketball season begins next week. That's going to be fun. We got the Eagles on Sunday. Hopefully they get a win. And yeah, I forgot to go to the Flyers practice today. I think that they were practicing today. I forgot to go. That was my fault for not being able to go. But yeah, exciting times, man. Exciting times for sure. Always love it when you got the Fall Classic and every other sport just getting underway. It's great. Hockey is under its way. Nice win last night, by the way, by the Philadelphia Flyers. Really, they were outstanding in that third period. It was really good to see that. I was very, very happy about that. I still want Michkov just to be able to get some shots off. He's not getting a lot of them, and I would love to see that, but other than that, though, Couturier had himself a very, very good game. That was my big takeaway. And also, Vladar was so good. He was. That was great to see as well. All right, we're going to go to the top of the 6th. And Freeman, on the very first pitch, pops it up out towards medium depth right field. He got way under it. Churio's just waiting for it to come down, and he will make the catch for out number 1 in the 6th inning. Peralta with 84 pitches as he gets his first outs. And up to bat now is Will Smith. It's weird. The Flyers play the Panthers one more time, and that's in November. And that's it. All right. 1 out, top of the 6th. Peralta still pitching. And up to bat is going to be Will Smith. Smith, by the way, struck out in the first, popped out to short in the third. And he looks at strike one here in the top of the 6th. And is down in the count 0-1. Peralta again comes set and deals, and the pitch is outside. Peralta is 4-2 against the Dodgers, coming on into tonight with 40 strikeouts and 8 appearances. Does have an ERA of 3.29. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Will Smith. You think that this might be Peralta's last inning. 1-2 pitch, and that's down and away for ball 2. Somebody's getting a little bit, I don't know if they're getting tired, but they're getting a little bit anxious. Two balls, 2 strikes. Peralta kicks, fires, and that pitch is fouled back towards the screen. Freddie in his last outing ended up going 5 innings. This was his last outing against the Dodgers. 5 innings, 4 earned runs on 5 hits. Ended up giving up a total of 1 homer and 3 walks in that ball game. It was on July 19th. The pitch, ground ball, hit over towards the third baseman, Durbin. He has to get up. He throws it over to first, fires a missile, and that's in time for out number 2. Nice play there. That thing was hit sharply down that third base line. Durbin had to backhand it, and he just threw it right over to Vaughn's chest for out number 2 of the inning. So Smith is retired for the 3rd time today. The Dodgers' top 4 hitters have not gotten a hit. Now Muncy comes up, and he takes the first pitch. Again, should have been a strike. It's called a ball. Part of me wonders, too, next year, and I think that we can have this conversation as well. 1-0 pitch, and that's down and away for ball 2. You wonder also, with the ABS coming on into play next year, some of these missed calls have been on similar pitches by Morales. You think if they challenge one of those calls, maybe that shifts the way that he looks at the strike zone? And maybe that there isn't as many missed calls also because of that? I think that's like a valid question. 2-0 pitch, and that's down for ball 3. Peralta gets set at the belt again. Gets the signs from Contreras and deals. And he gets the call there. The pitch was on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. I don't know what the run over under is. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1 pitch. That's fouled back over towards the screen. 3 runs combined on 7 hits and 1 error in this ball game. Dodgers are 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. The Brewers have not even had a runner in scoring position. They've left 4 men on base, though. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch to Max Muncy, and he fouls it off and stays alive. Peralta's pitch count now is at 96. And Muncy steps out of the box to readjust. Also took off his glasses for a second. Now puts them back on. Steps back into the box. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 3-2 on the way again. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. That ball's going back over towards the track, and that ball is gone! Max Muncy with a solo shot out to center field. And he adds some insurance to the Dodgers' lead. He was thinking he was going to get a fastball down the middle, and he did. And the boos come flying down out of the American Family Field. When all is said and done, I mean, this man, just, he's had such a great career here with the Dodgers. He's come up big for them. And that's just another big moment for Muncy. Pitch and change coming on up. And Peralta, his night is done. 3-1 LA in the top of the 6th with 2 gone. Wow. Brewers might be dumber than the Phillies. Why? Why would you say that? He was pitching fine. Then he just gave up a fastball. That's on him. That's not on Pat Murphy. It's not on anybody. I'm not saying that you said it's on Pat Murphy, but look, that was right down the middle. Once he knew he was going to get it. Why throw a pitch there? What a chump. Dude, he has to throw something. That was a good at-bat. That was a good at-bat there. And guess what? He fouled off pitches, capitalized on a mistake. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap. I mean, I didn't think that Peralta threw a good pitch there, but that was a long at-bat. Mark says, I heard someone say that the World Series was already played by the Phillies and the Dodgers. He's calling me out. Yep. I did say that. I did. And also, I believe Scott Hairston Jr. said it as well on John Clark's Takeoff podcast. Just walk him, and then what? Pitch to Teoscar Hernandez, who also, by the way, hit a home run earlier off of him. Yeah, that's smart. Teoscar homered off of him before. That's not smart. Three to 1 LA. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Abner Uribe is going to pitch to Teoscar Hernandez here, and the first pitch that's thrown is right down the middle for strike 1. That was a fastball at 97 miles per hour. 1.67 ERA for Abner during the regular season. The ball is 1 strike. The 0-1. That's lined off of Uribe, but he's going to get over to the ball. He fires over to first base. The throw is low, and Teoscar is going to head on over to second base, I believe. Yes, he will. The ball did bounce into the dugout, and so he gets on with a single and an error. I think that Pat Murphy's going out there. He's claiming that did not touch the stands, or that did not get out of play. Let's look again here. They call it an infield hit and an error by Uribe. So 2 outs and a runner on over at second, and now Tommy Edman comes on up. Edman batting on the left side. Uribe gets set at the belt and deals, and the pitch is in there for a strike. The bottom 5 hitters for the Dodgers have gotten all of their hits. That's Muncy, Teoscar, Edman, Kike, and Pages. So Peralta's final line today, 5 2/3, 5 hits allowed, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Edman behind in the count, 0-1. The pitch, that's on the outside corner. That's a strike. It was a slider. No balls, 2 strikes. Guy that's warming up in the pen is Gasser. That's his last name for the Milwaukee Brewers. Uribe gets set at the belt and fires the 0-2, swing and a miss. And Tommy Edmonds down on strikes for the first time tonight. It's time to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1 LA as they extend their lead on a solo home run by Max Muncy out to dead center field. We'll take a step off, and we'll be right back. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. You know, I just thought about something. I did. You know, YouTube. Here's an idea. Why doesn't YouTube send you a notification if you get tagged into somebody's live stream chat? If somebody just like were to tag you in the chat, like why doesn't it send you a notification? I think that is like a very good idea, because sometimes you could just be away from chat or something, and then you might not be able to see it. But then if you get tagged and you get notified, I think that's like a really, really good idea. Bottom of the 6th, first pitch. That ball is grounded over towards the third baseman Muncy, and the throw over to first is in time. And that was Bryce Tarangu, or William Contreras, that is, excuse me, who did ground out. And now Christian Yelich comes on up to the plate. And he takes a look at the first pitch for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The next pitch, now it's no balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2. That misses inside for ball 1. Yamamoto with just 68 pitches. That's it. They only allowed the solo home run in the bottom of the first. D-Bashish, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th, 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Yelich is in the box. 2-2 pitch. Bouncing ball hit towards the right side. Edman gobbles it up. Tosses it over to Freddie Freeman as they played him the pole. There's 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Up next is Andrew Vaughn. The pitch to Vaughn. That curveball misses down for ball 1. Andrews 0 for 2, reached on an error and also flied out. Flied out to center in the 4th. 1-0 pitch, foul ball. Towards the right side. Did the Capitals win? Wow. Capitals did win. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yamamoto does get the signs from Will Smith. Gets set and deals. And Vaughn can't catch up to the fastball at 97 on the gun. He swings and misses at the pitch. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Would really appreciate if you guys did subscribe. Let's get 1 sub today, man. 1-2 pitch. That's another foul ball. If you have not subscribed, please make sure that you guys do that. I'd like to try to get 1. Just 1. The 1-2 on the way. Line drive caught at third again by Max Muncy. We've played 6 frames and go to the 7th inning. 3-1 Dodgers is the score. Dude, those Brewers fans, they look just like those Phillies fans. They look confused. They're like, wow. That's what they're doing. 6 innings for Yamamoto, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Crazy. Kike will lead it off. It'll be 8-9-1 due up in the batting order for the Dodgers as we go to the 7th inning. I do have to ask, if this Dodgers team keeps it up, could this be the best starting rotation in recent postseason history? Thank you so much for the sub, man. Whoever just subbed, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. That does mean a lot to me. Sounds like Bregman is opting out of his contract and testing free agency. That doesn't really surprise me, Haley, if I'm being honest. I think that he has every right to deserve to do that. If you're the Phillies, do you pay him? I don't know. Yeah. I figured you meant Bregman. I figured that. Also, guys, I apologize. I did say that I was going to go live today and do a video and react to the whole Rob Thompson thing. I will do it tomorrow. I will do it early in the evening tomorrow. So I'll do it before we end up going live for the ALCS Game 3. Not working right now. Can't even afford to walk out the front door. Oh, no. Subscribing is free, my friend. The pitch to Kike Hernandez. That's up high for ball 1. Abner Uribe on the mound. 1 ball, no strikes. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Oh, absolutely, I do too. He's 31, though, so how long of a contract? I don't know. But, see, then my question to you is this. If you were to get one, Bellinger/Tucker, because you're not going to get both, or Alex Bregman, and they're going to want max money, which one are you going to go for? The answer to that, to me, would be Cody Bellinger first. I'll take Cody Bellinger or Kyle Tucker. It doesn't really matter to me. I like Bellinger a little bit better because of his defense, but that's where I would go. 1-2 pitch to Kike, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. That ball is going to bounce off the wall. Frelick plays it off the hop and then throws it back over to second base, and Kike Hernandez gets on again with an extra base hit. And so we lead off the top of the 7th. So he's now 2 for 3 today. He's singled into second, and he hits a double here to start off the top of the 7th. Pages up at the plate. Takes the first pitch back as he showed bunts. That was a strike, and he does not agree. Mike, if that was you, sub, thank you so much, Mike. Whenever I talk to my Spanish-speaking friends, I try to use the word mucho frequently. It means a lot to them. I like that. 0-1 pitch. And that is bunted over towards the mound, and the throw over to first is in time. Kike will maneuver over to third base. There's 1 out and the runner on over at third. Pat Murphy is going to go out there, and that's going to be it for his pitcher, Abner Uribe. So his night is officially done. We will have a brand new pitcher coming on in for the Brewers. There we go. All right. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell icons too, folks, and that way you will know when we do go live. Please spread that word. Please tell everybody about us. How many people do we have tuning on in? Let me double check that now. It is 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I think we got 65 people rocking with us. That's awesome. 71, man. We have 72 likes. You guys are the absolute best. We have such a loyal community. It's not even funny. Not even funny. Thank you all. That's awesome. That is great. 73 likes. Oh, man. What's today? Today's October 14th. You know, chat, I need ideas. Okay? I need ideas because Halloween falls on World Series Game 6, if there is a Game 6. And of course I'm going to go out for Halloween that night. But I need costume ideas. And I don't, it doesn't have to be, baseball related. In fact, I really don't want it to be baseball related. I know someone's probably going to say, why don't you just dress up as, Rob Thompson? Or, dress up as the Philly Karen girl. But, I want something that's, unique, something that's kind of cool. Like, what should I dress up as for Halloween? I need ideas. I do. I need ideas, chat. What are you guys dressing up for Halloween? Aaron Ashby is going to come on into the ball game for the Brewers. I do want some help with that. Give me Halloween costume ideas. Ashby is 5-2 during the regular season. Pitched in 43 games. And he will face Shohei Ohtani here to start off his appearance. Shohei takes down and away for ball one. I need some help, chat. Help me out. Ashby is 27 years old. He's a left-handed pitcher. And he kicks, deals, and the pitch is down and away for ball two. Again, nothing Phillies related. I want something unique. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. And that's a foul ball. My daughter's going as Jeff the Land Shark. Jeff the Land Shark. I'm not caught up with that. Jeff the Land Shark. Huh. A Marvel comic. Jeff the Land Shark. Huh. Interesting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Shohei Ohtani. Go as hip hop. 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. I'm also driving. Well, driving to, wherever I'm going to go. Tobias Myers is warming up in the Brewers pen. Any more ideas? Fire away. Fire away. Halloween costume ideas for JJ. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch to Ohtani. That pitch is popped up over towards the third base side and foul ground. And that is going to go out of play. He was featured on the Marvel Rivals game. Yes! Okay, that makes sense now. I forgot that's why it sounds familiar. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. Ground ball past the first baseman, and that's going to go out to right field. Hernandez will come on home, and Shohei Ohtani gives the Dodgers a 4-1 lead. So Ohtani lines one just past the dive of Vaughn and serves it out to right. Up to bat now is Mookie Betts, and he looks at strike one on the inside corner. No balls, 1 strike to Betts. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And now the count is 0-2. Betts is 0-2 with a walk. No balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Ashby gets set below the belt. Hicks fires, and that pitch is lined foul towards the right side. Keep firing away. Legit Halloween costume ideas for JJ. Just keep them coming. I genuinely want to dress up. The ball's 2 strikes. That's in the box and the pitch, and it's high for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes. Shohei does lead off over at first. Betts is in the box, and the pitch. Line drive it out to right field. That's going to be caught for out number 2. And Ohtani does head back over to first base. Where's Larry when you need him? Where's the rest of chat when you need him? The Brewers are playing like the Phillies. Kevin, you don't have any ideas? None? 2 outs, top of the 7th. The pitch to Freeman, swing and a miss. Of what I should dress up as for Halloween, none? There's got to be something. Again, I don't want it to be baseball related. I don't want it to be sports related. The only thing that's not sports related that we talked about was Mark the Shark. The 0-1. That is on the outside corner for strike 2. Santa Claus. Santa Claus is a good one. Santa Claus is interesting. 0-2. That is down for a ball. What about the Joker? Great costume idea. Clark Kent. Wear a suit, a tie, and horn-rimmed glasses. That's interesting. Wear a Superman t-shirt under it all and unbutton the shirt at the proper time. That's interesting. But see, if I'm going out to a bar, it's going to get so hot. But anyway you look at it, I'm going to get hot in any costume. So I guess that makes sense. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 7th. And the 1-2 pitch is down for ball 2. And Contreras is going to eat it up as Ohtani swipes second base. That was without a throw. The Headless Horseman. The Headless Horseman. That's a good one. Mike, I like that idea. That's actually a really interesting one. The Headless Horseman, that's a funny one, too. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. And the next pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. And the inning is over. Ohtani does add on to the Dodgers lead with an RBI single out to right field. And it's time to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is 4-1 LA out in Milwaukee. And Yamamoto will head back out there to pitch for the Dodgers. Dr. Frankenfurter. Kevin says I have none. If you're worried about being warm at the bar, just go as He-Man. Man. Y'all are awesome. I do like the idea of Superman as Clark Kent. That's cool. I was also thinking like Buzz Lightyear, but then I thought, nah. I don't know if I like that one. The Easter Bunny. Kevin, that's not my religion. That's not my religion, man. Same thing with Santa Claus. It's not my religion either, but that's funny. Mr. Joseph, this is pure radio commentary, but do you envision in the foreseeable future adding some sort of 3D graphics to embellish the commentary? Yeah, when I'm able to invest in that type of stuff, for sure. I don't know how the setup is going to change. I'm sure that we're going to be able to find somebody that's going to help us, with the hub and that type of stuff. I did ask people, and I will ask again during the offseason, if they do like the 3D that MLB has started to provide, or they provided it last year. If that's the case, I am going to invest in an actual desktop, and I am not going to be streaming off of the laptop anymore. So yeah, I'm always willing to make changes, but you got to start somewhere, and that's the truth. But once it all depends. There's things that I'm looking to invest into. The graphics are not number one right now, unless people are saying, well, the 3D model of showing the game is the way to go. I hope that makes sense. 1 ball, no strikes as we start off the bottom of the 7th. Thanks so much for commenting, though, Deb. I appreciate it. Is that how you say your name? Again, it just shows the usernames on here now, so I do apologize. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yamamoto kicks and deals, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is Sal Frelick in the box. 79 pitches for Yamamoto. The 1-2, it's a pie for ball 2. Sal is 1 for 2 tonight. Again, the Brewers have not gotten a man in scoring position. Not one. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. Hit back up the middle. Betts plays it on the hop, though. Throws it over to first. And that is in time for the first out. It shifted him perfectly. Now Caleb Durbin is up. I left when it was 1-0, JJ. How do we get here? So Teoscar Hernandez tied it up in the top of the 2nd with a solo home run. And then Andy Pages gave them the lead in the top of the 2nd with an RBI double. Next pitch from Yamamoto, and that's in there for a strike to Caleb Durbin. After that, the Dodgers did put up another run in the top of the 6th on a solo home run by Max Muncy out to straightaway center. And then in the top of the 7th, Shohei Ohtani had an RBI single to make it 4-1 LA. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th, 1 away. And the next pitch is grounded back up the middle again. Edman is shifted there, though, and he backhands it on the ground, throws it over to first as he picks it up. And there's out number 2. 84 pitches for Yamamoto, and he's getting a lot, and I mean a lot of ground outs today. The only man that's flied out is Vaughn. That's it. He's the only guy that has flied out. Jake Bauers comes up, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Long ball, I need your help, brother. I need your help coming up with costume ideas for Halloween. 1-0 pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. Somebody did say Superman. I don't want it to be baseball related. I don't want it to be sports related. I want it to be something that is outside of that realm. Yamamoto kicks and deals, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Freddie Peralta, by the way, 5 2/3, 3 earned runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. He did give up 2 homers. The one to Muncy, the other one to Teoscar. 2-1 offering. That curveball is in there for strike 2. Catches the outside corner. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. Bauers is in the box. The 2-2 pitch to Jake Bauers. There's a bouncer. Hit towards the right side. Edman has it. Throws it over to first. We're going to go to the 8th inning as Yoshinobu Yamamoto has 89 pitches in 7 innings. He's given up just 3 hits, 1 earned run. And we will head to the 8th out of Milwaukee. Let's go. Go as Mike Myers. Mike Myers from like Austin Powers or Shrek or just regular Mike Myers. Wayne's World Mike Myers. Hans South is here. What's going on, Hans? Hope I said that correct. No runners in scoring position. None. Not a single runner in scoring position. The meat and potatoes of the lineup for the Dodgers are due up. That's 4, 5, and 6. You could actually really say that their meat and potatoes really is, I guess, well, no, this is their meat and potatoes because even Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman aren't doing a lick. They're just not. Piggybacking off of Kevin, put some tape on your glasses and do Bubba Ray Dudley. Just randomly yell, Devin, get the table, says Haley. Bubba Ray Dudley. Another one I don't get. Ugh. Bubba Ray Dudley. Ray Dudley. He's a retired wrestler. Huh. That's interesting. Dude, I should get like those like fake muscles. Thank you, good sir. Mike Myers. Halloween. Oh! Another one. Okay. I get it now. He'd be awesome as one of the Dudleys. Halloween movies. Mike Myers. I got you now. It took me a bit of time. It did. That's cool. How old is that movie? Crazy. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to the top of the 8th inning. Tobias Myers is going to pitch. Tobias. Every time I think about that name, I think about Tobias Harris. Oh, man. Top of the 8th. The pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right center field. That's going to bloop and get down for a base hit. And Will Smith gets on with a single out to right field. Before I could even get to what his stats were during the regular season, well, he was 1-2 with a 3.55 ERA. He did pitch in 22 games. He has not pitched in the postseason so far. The last time he pitched was on September 26th. So he is active now, and Max Muncy is now up at the plate. A runner on over at first. And the first pitch to Max Muncy. Looked a little bit high, but it's called a strike anyways. It's no balls, 1 strike. Y'all are funny, man. No balls, 1 strike to Max Muncy. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Could not catch up to the fastball there. He was late. Nine hits for the Dodgers, 4 runs, 3 hits for the Brewers, 1 run. The 0-2. That is outside for a ball. Here's a great costume idea. Remote worker. Just wear a shirt and tie and your favorite pair of boxer shorts. 1-2 pitch. That's up high for ball 2. I like that. You guys are creative, man. You guys are funny. That's cool. What are some of your favorite costumes that you wore for Halloween? 2-2 pitch. That's down for ball 3. I remember last year I went to this bar and there were 8 people. And they were all dressed up as the crayons. Is it Roy G. Biv? No, it was 7 people. They coordinated it really well, and they were dressed, and they were, Roy G. Biv, which I thought was awesome. Next pitch, that's down for ball 4, and Tobias Myers is in a pickle as Teoscar Hernandez comes up to the plate. First pitch to Teoscar. That ball was fouled towards the right side. Again, there's nobody out here. Nothing in 1 to Hernandez. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-1, here it comes. That's in there for strike 2. And again, taken at the knees. I don't remember what I said, Kevin. Oh, I said that subscribing is free. I was talking about subscribers. And I was talking about likes. I said liking and subscribing is free. That's what I said. Because we were talking about people hitting the thumbs up button. 0-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. My favorite costume is when I dressed up as the Mandalorian and I dressed my dog as Baby Yoda. That is so cute. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. That is adorable. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock on the 0-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. That's a good one. That is so good. I could send you a Braves jersey in that to go with the manager. But we know it's not going to be Rob Thompson. Myers gets set below the letters, and the 0-2 is down for a ball. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here in the top of the 8th. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Myers gets set and delivers from the stretch. And the pitch is grounded over to the third baseman, Durbin. He'll throw it on over to first base. Teoscar doesn't beat it out. That was sort of the equivalent of a sacrifice bunt, if you will. The job is done. Runners do advance over to second and third. And the Dodgers said, hold up a second. They will not challenge the call. And Teoscar will head back to the dugouts. And now Tommy Edman comes on up. Muncy is over at second. And over at third base is Will Smith. Myers delivers from the stretch, and the pitch is outside and high for a ball. That was a long time. That was a long time ago, JJ. I don't remember. 1-0 pitch, line drive, base hit out to right field. Smith is going to score. And that's going to make it a 5-1 ball game. Runners are now on at the corners. And Kike Hernandez is going to come on up as Muncy stops over at third. And now that is going to be it for the pitcher. Or actually, wait, Tobias Myers, they're going to take a timeout here. I thought Pat Murphy was going out there. He is not. Murphy is not going out there. It is 5-1 LA in the top of the 8th. And 1 gone. Kike Hernandez is going to come on up. All right. RBI single by Tommy Edman. Gasser is warming up in the Brewers bullpen. It is 10:27 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Robert Gasser. Kike takes a look at strike one. It catches the outside edge. No balls, one strike. I got you. The 0-1 pitch to Kike, swing and a miss. And now it's no balls, two strikes. I like that desktop saver. It rotates. 0-2 pitch. That misses outside and high for ball one. Myers gets set and deals, and Kike fouls it off again. Oh my gosh, the Phillies All-Star Game hats look so cool. One ball, two strikes. There's the 1-2 pitch that misses inside for ball two. There's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Guys, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell icons too. Myers with 20 pitches. And here comes pitch number 21. And Kike works up the count. And that ball is going to be fouled over towards the first base side and out of play. There was a guy in a Ricky Weeks uniform. Tried to make the catch there. He juggled it about like 4 times and couldn't make the catch. Anybody here ever catch a foul ball? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 8th. 1 out. Myers kicks and deals again. And the pitch is high for ball 3. Up next is Andy Pages. What an at-bat here by Kike Hernandez. He is battling and grinding this thing out. Myers gets set above the belt this time. And fires. The pitch is down, and that's going to load the bases for the Dodgers. All righty, so bases are now loaded, and Andy Pages is coming on up. That's the 3rd time that Kike has gotten on today. Pages on the very first pitch dribbles this one towards the right side. It's a foul ball, and it will go on out of play. Haven't played any of the charges today. We should probably do that pretty soon. Can't understand why the stream deck is so slow. The ball is 1 strike to Pages. Next pitch fouled back towards the screen. Andy is 1 for 1. Remember, he got hit by a pitch in that 5th inning and had the RBI double in the 2nd. That's been the difference of the ball game so far. No balls, 2 strikes. And the windup and the pitch. And that's down for a ball. Should have just said the stretch and the pitch. That's not uploading. The 1-2 popped up over towards the left side. And the catch will be made by Joey Ortiz in foul territory. The toss back over to third. Muncy is safe. Dancing off the bat just a little bit. That was a good throw. Pat Murphy is going to go out there, and he will make another move. Tobias Myers, his night is done. And it looks like Gasser is going to step on in and pitch for Myers. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, we are in the top of the 8th inning. Ohtani is up with the bases loaded, and on the very first pitch, he swings and misses at the sweeper. And he's down in the count 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Big opportunity for Shohei Ohtani here. 0-1 pitch to Shohei. That's a foul ball. And it goes on out of play. Why is the stream deck all of a sudden not working? Plug it back in. No balls, 2 strikes to Shohei Ohtani. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. One more step off. Sorry about this. Trying to figure out what these technical difficulties are with the stream deck, but I will be right back. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 8th inning. All right, the stream deck is back up and running. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. Very nice. OBS Studio. Nice. Just wanted to test one thing out. If this thing works, that'd be great. All right, we are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Dodgers do lead it. The score is 5-1 against the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's X out of this guy. Yamamoto still pitching. 7 innings for him. 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. And he's already heading the count 0-1. The windup and the pitch. That's a foul ball. Isaac Collins is pinch hitting for Joey Ortiz. Collins 0 for 5 in the postseason so far with 4 strikeouts. No balls, 2 strikes. Yamamoto winds up and deals, and the pitch is outside for ball 1. Anthony Banda is warming up in the Dodgers' pen. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Yamamoto gets set once again. Starts his windup. And the 1-2 pitch. That's a chopper. It's a foul ball. They ain't going to give the Dodgers a 2-game lead going back home. Looking grim for the Brew Crew. Yup. About one of the Ghostbusters. Sorry about this, guys. I had some technical difficulties, but we're back. We're back, baby. Yamamoto kicks and fires, and a caught strike 3 on the outside edge to Collins. Adrian says, I caught a foul ball at the Oakland Coliseum. What's up, Adrian? How are you, my friend? What is going on, chat? I tried joining the Discord server from the LINKTREE, but it said the invitation was invalid. I will update that. Thanks for noting that. I will make sure that I do update that tonight. Okay, that's going to go on the notes. Update the Discord link. The pitch to Churio. He grounds this one over towards the third baseman. The throw over to first. That's in time. There's out number 2 on the very first pitch thrown in the at-bat by Yamamoto. Update the Discord on the LINKTREE. On LINKTREE. Thanks for letting me know. Man. Terrain comes on up, and he grounds this one foul towards the right side. Count is 0-1. Phillies fans, let me present the question to you. 0-1 pitch, ground ball, back up the middle, sliding stop by Edman. He gets up, throws it over to first. That's in time. We're going to go to the 9th inning. It's 5-1 Dodgers as Yoshinobu Yamamoto goes 8 innings and ends up allowing just a solo homer to Jackson Chourio. That is it. So my question to you now is, because you see how the Dodgers are performing still against the Brewers, are you willing now to say to yourself, well, maybe we should run it back? I'm just wondering. Coffee time, says Hans. Costumes, I dressed as the Pope. My wife dressed as a nun. We won first prize. Dude, that's cool. That's so cool, John. I love that. Love that. Dodgers pitchers are fantastic, says Adrian. JJ, it's a bad night, brother. The gold Pokemon master is here. What's going on, dude? I'm just wondering if you're a Phillies fan, do you now look at this and do you say, you know what, they should run it back? Because Adrian, you have no clue. You have no idea, man. We've been down this road for 4 years in a row with the same core, and they just haven't got it done. And we want a World Series. That's all that we want. We want to win the World Series. So to me, if you just keep putting the same stuff out there, it's not going to work. Like, what makes you think it's going to be different? Now, the Dodgers did play well against the Phillies. I get that. But it's the same result every single year. Yes, run it back, but need another good rotational pitcher and one more bat. Well, you're going to get Wheeler back there, Ian. You're getting Zach Wheeler back. So you got to keep Ranger. You do. I think that the Phillies starting pitching staff is really good. I think that they're just as good as the Dodgers. The problem is that they need another bat. And do you pay Kyle Schwarber all that money for a DH? I'd rather look elsewhere because he's going to want a lot of money. I'd rather look for like Cody Bellinger or Kyle Tucker. Betts gets hit by a pitch on the very first pitch. Hit him right on the elbow. And he will be going on over to first base. And Freddie Freeman is going to come on up to the plate. JJ, the Phillies' best chance is to take him out. We had him, but the manager is a sell. This is a gold Pokemon boy. I think the Mariners have the best chance now. I think the Dodgers are the team. Freddie Freeman is up at the plate. Blue batting gloves for him in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Phillies are a damn good team, and that series could have went either way. Instead of tearing it down, get one more All-Star and push over the hump. It's just been 4 years, dude. 0-1. That's a fly ball hit out over towards the left side, and that's going to go out of play. Next game, we should talk about who do we think will leave the Phillies. That's the conversation we're having tomorrow on our podcast. I want to try to keep as much like the Phillies. I know that we will talk about the Phillies naturally because we are a Phillies crowd, but I want to like devote specific time for just Phillies talk. You know what I mean? And then like when we're doing these games, sure, like it'll naturally come on in, but I don't want to harp on it. You know? Anderson is warming up in the Brewers bullpen. Gasser gets set at the numbers, and the pitch is down and away for ball 2. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Plus, these guys aren't getting any younger. Schwarber's not getting any younger. Neither is Turner. And Harper. The 2-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. And so now the count is full. Three-two on the way to Freeman, and there's a ground ball base hit up the middle. And Freddie Freeman gets on with a single, and Betts will head on over to third. The throw, the second to get Freeman. That is not in time. Freeman was like, I dare you to get me out here. And that was not going to be the case. Oh, we just lost a sub. Damn. Now we haven't gained any subs. Come on, man. That's too bad. So top of the 9th. 2 runners in scoring position. And nobody out. They will intentionally walk Will Smith. Yes, they will. So Smith will make his way over to first base. And there are bases loaded with nobody out in the top of the 9th inning. Max Muncy is up yet again. Gasser gets set above the belt, and the pitch. That's down in the way for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Max Muncy. Betts at third, Freeman at second, Smith over at first. The 1-0 to Muncy. Swing and a miss on a fastball down the middle. Now the count is 1-1. The 1-1 offering, and that's in there for strike 2. Right down the middle to Max Muncy. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Gasser gets set above the belt. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Muncy is down on strikes. So Muncy does strike out here in the top of the 9th inning. There is 1 away. Heard a Philly podcast saying it's time to rebuild. Which one? Pat Murphy is going to make a move and go to his bullpen here. Again, 5 runs and 11 hits for the Dodgers. They have committed 1 error. Brewers, on the other hand, 1 run, 3 hits for them, 1 error as well. Well, they're not trading Schwarber because Schwarber's a free agent. So, again, do you re-sign him as a DH? I say no. If he's going to want a long-term contract, I'd say no. I'd rather get Cody Bellinger or Kyle Tucker, get an outfielder that can still produce power but can also provide an impact. Kevin says, my predictions, the Phillies will sign JT, Schwarber, and Bader. Bye-bye Kepler, Casti, Romano, and Alvarado. You missed Ranger. You missed Ranger as well. Gold says, I would keep Schwarber, but a lot of people will want him. Yeah. Do you think that Kyle's going to go to the Yankees? Do you think the Yankees would pay for Kyle Schwarber? Part of me actually thinks that the Dodgers might be interested in Kyle. Part of me thinks that, and they will find a way to make that work. But I know it sounds stupid. Do you think that Ohtani would be willing to play outfield? Or do you think, no, they're good on Kyle Schwarber? I think that if it were the Dodgers and they had a chance to get Kyle, they would find a way. Ranger will stay. I want Ranger first and foremost. The other team that might be really interested in Kyle is the Cubs. Grant Anderson is going to pitch for the Milwaukee Brewers. Teoscar Hernandez is in the box. 1 out, top of the 9th. Anderson's first pitch is down in the way for a ball. Too much money in Stanton. I think that they are... I don't know. I don't know. The 1-0 pitch to Teoscar. That ball is grounded over to third. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. And that is a double play to end the inning. And we will go to the bottom of the 9th. 5-1 LA. We will take one more step off, and we will be right back in just a few moments. All right, time to go to the bottom of the ninth. I will update the stream deck. I'm going to put that on my list, too. Doing that right now. Yamamoto is back out there to finish off this game. Contreras' first pitch, that looked low. It's called a strike. There's Dean out in center. Pages slides on over to right field. And Contreras will call for time. No balls, one strike. Bottom of the ninth. Contreras 0 for 3 today. Yamamoto kicks and deals, and that one's in the dirt for ball one. All right, so we got update the Discord, and we got to update the stream deck. And stream deck. Got it. The 1-1 pitch. That ball is fouled, and out of play it goes. 12 in the first. That's pitches. 10 in the second. Love to see all the numbers. I think that the most ever pitches that he threw was 15 in one inning. Yamamoto's 1-2 pitch to Contreras. Here it comes. It's high for ball two. There's a cutter at 96. 29 balls, 72 strikes. He's thrown a first pitch strike 70% of the time. He kicks, he fires. That ball is fouled off towards the left side. I don't see anybody warming up in the Dodgers pen. Two balls, two strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 pitch. That ball is fouled yet again. Contreras is battling here. The last Brewers hit was in the 4th inning. The 2-2 pitch to Contreras. That ball is popped up out over towards straightaway center field. Dean gets under it, waits for it, makes the catch. There's one gone. In the bottom of the 9th inning. Up next is Christian Yelich. Who, by the way, is 0 for 3. The pitch. It's outside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to Yelich. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-0 pitch to Yelich, and he fouls that one back towards the screen. It is 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and we're in the bottom of the 9th. We got the ALCS Game 3 tomorrow. The pitch to Yelich, ground ball, hit back over to Yamamoto. The toss over to first, that's in time. There's 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th inning. Andrew Vaughn comes on up to the plate. Yamamoto gets set and deals and throws a curveball in the zone for strike one. The Brewers are down to their final outs. His pitch count now is at 108. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Vaughn is 0 for 3. The 0-1 pitch to Vaughn, swing and a miss. That splitter looks absolutely disgusting. And now the Brewers are down to their final strike. Yamamoto gets set again, winds up and fires the 0-2, and it's fouled off. Vaughn did go chasing after that splitter, and he stays alive. Just works so effortlessly. Yamamoto gets set again. Kick, steals, swung on and missed, and the ball game is over. How about a complete game for Yoshinobu Yamamoto? Unbelievable. That's the Dodgers' first complete game in a postseason since 2003. Ring the bell. Wow. Unreal. That's just pure dominance. And the Dodgers take a 2-0 lead in the series. Look at Ohtani. He's all fired up. Wow. That is insane, man. All right, guys. Tell you this. The Dodgers played very well again tonight. Their starting pitching is just unbelievable. They are doing that to some of the best lineups in all of baseball, and they are just absolutely just tearing it up. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, after the solo shot that he gave up to Jackson Chourio, he got so many ground outs, and he was just attacking that strike zone. And for him to just go out there and pitch like that on another big stage, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. Max Muncy had that big solo home run in the top of the 7th inning after, again, Teoscar ties it up in the 2nd on a solo shot, and then Pages gets you the go-ahead RBI double. You still think to yourself, if you're the Dodgers, you need an extra run. And Max Muncy's home run off of Freddie Peralta, I thought was pretty much the exclamation point and just put the game away. So big-time swings for the Dodgers. The bats, when they had to, they came through. But this starting pitching has just, again, when they're facing very good starters. Okay, it's not like that they're going up against guys like the Pirates. Like, they're going up against some of these really, really good teams. The Phillies, their starting pitching was outstanding. And the Brewers' starting pitching has been very good, too. Not as good as the Phillies, but still pretty solid. Really. So they're outdueling these guys. They're outdueling the best pitchers in baseball. And it's just unbelievable to watch. It really is. As far as the Brewers go, okay, the series is not over for them, but they are going to have to make adjustments. I saw what they were doing that was bad was they were chasing after. There were some times where, you're ahead in the count 2-0, like Andrew Vaughn in that 4th inning, and just chasing after pitches. When Yamamoto is dominating that zone, that's one thing. But when he's falling behind in the count, you don't want to give him freebies. You don't want to give him free outs. And there were a couple of times where I saw that today. And again, credit to Yamamoto for being able to dominate and throw, I believe it was 21 of 30 first pitch strikes at one point. Or 21 of 25 first pitch strikes. I don't have the stats in front of me, but that is impressive. That's really impressive. And sometimes you just face really good pitching, and you just gotta fight. You just gotta fight. So, but the Dodgers and the Brewers will be back on Thursday, and yet tomorrow night we got Mariners and we got the Blue Jays. So we'll see what happens in Game 3 of that series. But that's gonna wrap it up for me. I will see what the rest of chat does have to say. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for us. All right. I will catch you all on the next one. I do want to say, see you guys later. Didn't Schwarber hit 55 bombs? Why would you trade him? It's not that you would trade him. It's that you have to pay him all that money. And why wouldn't you want to spend that elsewhere? I think that they should, because, yes, he hits you 55 homers, but he's a DH. And so don't you think that they should go after an outfielder that, I don't know, could play left field and also hit for power as well? That's what I think that they should do. So, all right, I love you all very, very much. Laila Tov, good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. We do have a Phillies podcast tomorrow. I will be taking phone calls, and I will post that in my community tab. We'll be going on probably around like 5 o'clock, 5:30ish. I think is where the time frame I'm gonna have it be. Will be. All right, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye. Take care.